Okay, great. All right, good morning. Let's go ahead and start on our backs in Supta. The soles of your feet together and hands wherever is comfortable for you. I find it centering and grounding to put my right hand on my heart and my left hand on my belly. And just let yourself go heavy here. And then begin to deepen your breath. And as you deepen your breath, imagine space in between your thoughts, in between your worries, in between your fears. And just allow yourself to just be in this moment. There's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. It's 1 hour devoted to yourself. It's self-care, right? And you know that old cliche, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself first before you take care of others. And I think the longer this event, I'll call it, goes on, I know I'm finding I need more time for myself. Right now, this moment, things are working out. We natter away trying to control, shape, and form, trying to figure things out. We back off, then come closer. We worry and we wander. But things are working out. Things are working out as beautifully and divinely as possible. The dance of life is taking place in sync with the rhythm of the universe. Everything is working out, moving forward and evolving. There is a rhythm, an energy, a life force that continues, that shapes, that grows. You do not have to fight, resist, control, or even understand it. All you need to do is be present for your life, your love, yourself. Your soul will lead you on. Your inner voice, your heart is leading you on. Quiet your mind and trust that where you are and where you're being led is perfect. You don't have to try to get it all together. You don't have to strive to have it all. You already do have all that you need. How many times have you been through an experience, fretting and fearful about the shape things were taking, only later to exclaim, "Oh, I see now. Things were working out all along." Learn to say and believe that now. Let your mind see what your soul already knows. Things are working out perfectly. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And walk your hands over to the right. Taking your left hand over your right. Active arms, press your hips back closer to your heels. Take one more inhale. And exhale back through center. Stretch your fingertips a little bit longer. Reach your hips back a little bit closer. And take a big breath here. And exhale over to the left. Right hand over your left, heart toward the floor, and draw your right shoulder down. On your next inhale, come back through center. And then exhale up into your tabletop. And let's come into a modified side plank. So you're going to kick your left, let's kick your left out first. Straighten your right leg, stretch your right fingertips up to the ceiling. Maybe lift your right leg, maybe coming into a bind. It's early, we all haven't moved and kind of oiled up our joints. I know I feel like a tin man some mornings. If you have your bind, release. Everyone take a big breath in and exhale back to your tabletop. Let's do one cat and cow in between, dropping your belly, lifting your heart up, and then rounding your spine and tucking your chin. Back to your neutral spine, then come to the other side. Right leg kicks out, left leg goes long, really root down through the outer edge, hips pressed up high, fingertips reaching high. Staying here, lifting your left leg, maybe binding. If you bind, press your hips forward, draw your shoulder blades together. Now your next inhale, release your bind if you have it. And then exhale back to your tabletop. We've got one cat and cow, drop your belly, lift up. And then exhale, tuck and round. And then tuck your toes, come into your down dog. Really press into the floor, send your sits bones up to the ceiling. You can wag your hips, you can bend your knees, you can circle out your neck. Yeah, that first down dog, that's another, especially first thing in the morning. All your muscles are saying, hello, good morning, wake up. All right, settle into your down dog. Just take a couple breaths here, set an intention. Whatever you have planned for the day, how are you going to face it? Maybe choose joy, maybe choose peace, choose calm. You can always come back to your breath and shift into any of those. And start to drive your right leg up high. And then maybe bring it up a little bit higher. And then exhale, bend your knee and stack your hip. You want to draw down on your right shoulder, press into the floor with both hands. Right, engage your left quad here. And take one more breath. And exhale into your low lunge. Land softly. And then go ahead and straighten your front leg, bring your nose towards your knee. And then back to your low lunge as you bring your heart forward. And then one more time to straighten. One more time, come forward. And then drop your back knee, sweep your fingertips up high. And exhale, come into goalpost arms. Reach your fingertips up high. Come back, high plank. And then just send your hips back down dog. Sweep your left leg up high. You want to keep your hips square to the floor so your leg might not come up too high at this point. And then maybe squeeze it up another inch. And now open up your hip, bend and stack open. As you draw your left shoulder down, your right heel toward the floor. Engage your right quad. Take one more breath. Sweep through to your low lunge, landing softly. And then straighten your front leg. Back to your low lunge. One more time, inhale. One more time, exhale. Then you're gonna drop your right knee. This time, reach your hands behind your back, interlace. Shoulders, shoulder rinse here. Draw your knuckles down. Heart up. So take one more breath here. And then make your way back to your high plank. Hips back, down dog. And then just walk to the top of your mat and come into a rag doll. Get your music ready. And just take your torso side to side. Let your head really reach for the floor. No tension in your neck. All right. Bring your toes to touch, fingertips to the floor. Get your finger ready to start that music in 3, 2, and 1. All right, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Rise up. Dive forward. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale. One more lift, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. One more breath. One more exhale. Walk to the top. Halfway lift. And fold. Rise up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in half. High to low. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Long inhale. Let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Right side, warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Chair pose. Long breath here. Maybe you come deeper. One more. And fold. Halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Take one breath in. One breath out. Left side, warrior one. Exhale two. Breathe in, stretch back. Chair pose. Squeeze your thighs and your glutes, belly engaged. Take one more inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Long breath in. Long breath out. This inhale, bring your heels up high. And then exhale, bend your knees and empty. Jump. Halfway lift and fold. Rise up high. Chair pose. Breathe in and fold. Halfway, chaturanga. Upward facing, down dog. Right side warrior one. Warrior two and empty. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come through your push-up. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left side, step through, reach up strong. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Hips back, down dog. Bring your heels up. Bend your knees and empty, empty. Jump. Half. Fold. Chair pose, sink your hips, one breath. Bow down. Lengthen. Chaturanga. Lift, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Right side, warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Three-legged dog, right leg high. Knee to nose. Go back. Knee to nose. And lengthen. One more time, squeeze it in to your right tricep. Back to center. To your left tricep. Center. Crescent lunge. Nice job, everybody. All right, take a long breath here. Hands to heart, drop your left knee. Come on up. And down. Stretch up. Bring it down. One more lift. And down. Take a long breath here. Twist right. And curl your left toes. So you're on the ball of your left foot. And then go ahead and lift your left knee. As you lift your left knee, draw your inner thighs together. Press your hands together. Dial your fingertips towards your heart. All right, and then look down at your right foot. And then the left foot meets your right. Yeah, sink your hips low. Just go ahead and open up your arms. So here's an opportunity to come into your side crow. Take a long breath here. See if you can twist a little deeper, lengthen your crown. Take one more breath. And then just fold. Sweep up high. Chair pose. Big inhale. And bow. Halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale upward. Hips back downward. Left side warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Three-legged dog. Knee to nose. and lengthen. Draw it in, squeeze, bring it back. One more time, hold to your left tricep. Center, right tricep. Center, crescent. Take a breath here. Hands to heart, drop your right knee. Stretch up high. Come down. So as you stretch up, really straighten your right leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back down. One more time, go up. Come back down, right knee stays down. Take a breath here, and then you're gonna twist to your left. And then go ahead, ball of your right foot, lift your right knee, inner thighs drawn together. Dial your fingertips to your heart. And then you look down at your left foot, right foot steps forward. Chair twist. Open your arms, side crow. And take one more inhale. And exhale, fold. Let's take your feet hips distance. Grab a hold of your big toes. Take an inhale to flatten your back, lengthen your crown. And then exhale, keep that length. You can bend your knees. Gently pull up on your toes. Elbows go east to west. Chin goes to your chest. Release your toes. Keep your feet hips distance. Take your left hand right in line with your face. Tense your fingertips. Bend your left knee. Right knee is straight. Reach your right fingertips up high. All right, coming into bird of paradise, or you're just going to draw your knee up. So you're going to take your left arm underneath. Come onto the ball. I have to come onto the ball of my left foot. Into your bind. Root down with your right foot. Come on up. So you're either coming to your bird of paradise, or you're coming up with your knee. There you go. Yep, just grab your knee. If you can't get that bind, or if your balance is off, this might make it a little bit easier. You got it. All right, and then go ahead and go into airplane. Release your left leg back. Heart forward. Right, left hip down. Your inner left thigh goes up toward the ceiling. Woo. Balance, balance, balance. There we go. I'm going to take one more breath here. One more exhale. Standing leg split. Take your hands, walk them down your right leg. Fingertips to the floor. While you're balancing, bring your chin closer, walk your fingertips closer to your right foot. Take one more breath here. Curtsy squat. Send your left toes high. Curtsy squat. Squeeze your glute, lift. One more time. Press it up high. And then fold. Let's come into our yoga squat. Just allow your tailbone to settle. Allow your crown, lift your crown. Press your inner thighs away. Got it. You guys look great. All right, you're staying here, you're going into crow. If you're staying here, you can alternate. Stretching your arms up, twisting to one side, or you're coming into your crow prep. And hold here for 3, 2, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in, long breath out. Lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward. Jump. Halfway. And fold. Coming into your gorilla, so standing on your palms of your hands. Toes right up to your wrists. You can also stand on the backs of your hands. Sometimes I like that if I'm on the computer a lot. Right, you're gonna inhale, you're gonna lengthen your spine, crown forward, and then exhale and down. So you can have your knees bent a lot. You can rest your rib cage right on your knees. Maybe you can straighten your legs as much as they can. All right, and then go ahead and release your hands. All right, we're coming into that your bird of paradise. So you're grabbing your knee, right? So right fingertips down, right leg bent, left leg straight. Left fingertips stretch up. So you're stacking your shoulder. You're still keeping that length in your spine and your neck and your crown. And then you're coming into your bind. Rooting down with your left foot. It's coming on up to stand. And release into your airplane. Right, and anything you notice in your body, like I'm noticing some tension, a little places that aren't working today that usually work for me. And that's just something to notice. You know, your observer, it's not necessarily to fix or anything to necessarily worry about. So we hold tension in our body depending on what's going on in our lives. That's one reason anyway. So all right, take one more breath here. Standing leg split, walk down. Whew. Walk your fingertips back. Draw your chin closer to your shin. Take a breath here and curtsy. Go up. Bring it down. Lift, squeeze your glute. Bring it down. You got one more time. Go up long. And then forward fold. Let's come into another squat. To your crow. To your tripod headstand. You can just go into tripod headstand if that's in your practice. You can come into crow prep. Toes up high, shift forward, crown of your head to the floor. If you're in a headstand, you keep your left leg high and draw your right knee into your chest. So everyone, we're going to land in crescent lunge. Right foot forward. And then open your arms up wide. Maybe sink a little bit deeper in your right knee. One more breath. Twist right. Let's really stretch your fingertips, engage your biceps. Let's take one more breath. And as you exhale, right hand drops. Left fingertips lift. One more breath. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Half moon. You can stay in your half moon. You can come into your bind. You have your bind, release, come back into your half moon. Step back, warrior two. Reverse, inhale. Side angle. So bend nice and deep in your right knee. And then stretch your right fingertips forward. And then straighten your front leg. Now you're in triangle. And take your right arm over to the side wall and pulse up. Tiny pulses for 6, 4, 2, all the way up. Toes draw in. Hands to your hips. Take a long breath here. Hinge forward. And then go ahead and track it out. And come into your low lunge. And then come into your side plank, left arm down, right arm high. And then come into your rock star, right hand down, left arm high. Maybe you float your right leg up. And then draw your elbow into your knee. And go along. Squeeze. And open. One more time. Get big. Three-legged dog, left leg high, right leg high, my left. Bend your knees, stack. Lift your dog. Take one more breath here. Chair pose, top of your mat. How's everyone feeling? Take one more breath. Exhale, fold. I almost said bow, made up a word. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Down dog. Take a long breath in. Exhale. Left side, warrior one. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Half moon. Coming into your bind. And go ahead and release your bind. Step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Side angle. So your back foot, a lot of times I catch myself, I find my inner ankles drawing in. I really have to be conscious to take my outer ankle down to the floor. It's going to lift my inner ankle up. And draw your left arm forward, nice and long. So your arms are like an L. Then go ahead and straighten your front leg, tucking your left hip under. And then drawing your left arm over, pulsing up. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up. Toes draw in, interlace your hands. Knuckles down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, but slide them down your back. Then come forward. Tucking your chin. And then fingertips to the floor. Go ahead and track it out a few times. Oh, my knees are cracking, cracking. All right, low lunge, front of the room. And then root down with your right hand, step back to your side plank. Pressing your hip up, so you almost have like a C underneath your right rib. Lifting your leg. Then make your way to your rock star. Maybe your left leg stays lifted. And then elbow to knee. Go big. Bring it in. And big. One more time, squeeze. And open. Three-legged dog, left leg high. And then bend, peel, and allow yourself to flip. Pressing in, lifting. Let's come back around to your high plank. Then come down onto your forearms. Coming into your dolphin. So you can stay here, you can come into your forearm stand. You can alternate lifting legs. You can come into another headstand. If you're in headstand, you can draw your left knee into your chest. And step back, everyone meet in crescent lunge. You can draw your arms wide. Draw your ribs in. You can even take your hands to your rib. A lot of times people arch out. Draw your ribs in. So take a breath here. Twist left. Take one more. Then drop your left arm, right arm reaches up. Stay for a breath. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Chair pose, top of your mat. There's eagle on the right. One more breath. Long empty. Unwind, reach up. Eagle on the other side, left side. One more inhale. Long, long exhale. Unwind, sweep up. Eagle on the right again. Just unwind your hands, take your hands to your heart center. And then go back, warrior three. Hands stay at your heart or you reach forward. Take one more breath. And just come back to your chair. And then eagle on the left. Hands at your heart. Warrior three. Just take one more breath here. Back to your chair. And take a long inhale. Come all the way down into your boat. Draw both hands over to the right. Draw your right elbow back and twist deeper. Stretch forward and twist. Lengthen and rinse. Two more, inhale and exhale. Last one, stretch. Squeeze back through center. Let's come into your low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. We've got one more. Nice, lower down. Squeeze it up. Over to the left. Left elbow draws back. And lengthen. Draw. And lengthen. Squeeze. And lengthen. Three more, go back. Bring it forward. Two more. Here we go, last one, squeeze. Back through center, we got three low boats, low boat. High boat. Lower. Bring it up. One more, go down. Crunch it up. Roll back, hug your knees into your chest. Now bend your knees, plant your feet onto the floor. Coming up into your bridge. Press both arms into the floor firmly. Press your feet into the floor firmly. Thighs press up. Hold for a count of 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Hug your knees into your chest. Draw your knees to the right. Gaze over your left. And back through center. Other side. And back through center. Plant your feet. Come on up for a bridge or wheel. Again, arms pressed, feet pressed, thighs lifting, shin drawing toward your chest. This time come up onto the balls of your feet. Come up a little bit higher and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, come on down. Arms out like a T. You're gonna keep your feet as wide as your mat, and then just draw both knees over to the right. Gaze to the left, and you can take your right ankle to the outside of your left thigh, or your left, I don't want to say knee, but just above your knee. And come into the other side. Again, feet as wide as your mat, and you just drop your knees to the left and look over your right shoulder. You can stay here. You can take your ankle, your left ankle, to the outside of your right thigh. All right, we've got one more back bend. Come into a bridge or wheel. If wheel's in your practice, this is it. Come on up. You can come onto the balls of your feet. You can alternate knees into your chest and feet up toward the ceiling. And we're holding this one for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, chin to chest. Nice work, everybody. Come into your supta. Right where we started. Hand on your heart, hand on your belly. And then plant your feet onto the floor. So your left foot's gonna stay and you're gonna grab a hold. So you're gonna come into like a half happy baby. You're gonna grab a hold of, interlace your hands outside to the sole of your foot. Draw your right knee down alongside your rib cage. You can stay here if that's enough. You can also roll right onto your right hip and see if you can tap your knee, your right knee to the floor. And come back through center, come into the other side. Again, staying here if that's enough sensation for you, or rolling right onto your left hip, maybe. Bring your left knee to the floor. And coming back through center, hugging both knees into your chest. And rolling back and forth. Making your way into butterfly. So we're going to come up. Bring the soles of your feet together. You can bring them close to your body, further away from the body, or right in the middle. Okay. You can stay here if that's enough sensation, or you can hinge at your hip, drawing your belly in and up, drawing your nose down toward your toes. See if you can come down a little bit deeper, allow yourself to just surrender, soften. And slowly come up. You're gonna let your left leg go long. Take the sole of your right foot into your inner left thigh. You're gonna reach your fingertips up high. Then hinge forward right over your left leg. Draw your nose down towards your knee. You can grab a hold of your calf, your ankle, whatever you can grab. You have your fingertips alongside your leg, just working toward hinging at your hips, not rounding through your spine. Nice long spine. Once you've come as far as you can, then you can let go into it. And draw your gaze to your toes to lengthen your back. And then release your fingertips wherever they are. Reach them forward. And then come up with a flat back. And hands back to your heart. Come into the other side. Yep, so you should be able to feel your sit bones pressing into your mat. Right? And you're rooting down. As you press down, you should be able to come up. And stretch your fingertips up tall. And keep that length hinge. Take your belly in and up. Reach down, and one side you might be able to come into a little bit deeper on one side than the other. And gaze up at your right foot to lengthen your back out, engage your belly, stretch your fingertips long, come up with a flat back, hands at your heart. And then come into a wide leg straddle. And we're going to do that QL stretch. You're going to take your left hand, walk it down your right leg. Then you take your right arm, stretch it up. And then draw it across your body. And then overhead. So see if you can bring your bicep alongside your ear. And you're drawing your right hip down. You should feel that right along your QL. And bring your attention to your right shoulder blade and draw it down your back. And stretch your right fingertips back up to the ceiling. And then slowly come back up. And we'll go right to the other side. Walking your right fingertips down your leg, however far they can go. Press your left hip down, your left sit bones, keep them down. Reach your left fingertips up high. And then sweep across your body. Rotate your heart up as your biceps alongside your ear. You just notice differences. This is my tighter side. I can feel it. I can't get in as deep. Keep both feet flexed. Quads engaged. And just breathe and settle. And stay. Might feel a little uncomfortable at times, but just stay with your breath as long as it's not pain. Discomfort you can stay with. You can stay with discomfort. Your breath will get you there. And take your left fingertips up to the ceiling. So you're going to slowly come back up. And let's come onto our backs for shoulder stand. Shoulder stand. Or your waterfall. Just an inversion. Hips up, feet up over your heart. Elbows drawn together, closer together. Right? Toes stretch up. And go back to your plow. Making way to your deaf man's pose. Some people might be able to bring their knees right to the floor. So making your way down to your long body stretch. Just go as slow as you can. And take a long breath here in. And exhale. One more spinal twist, right knee into your chest. Stride over to the left. Gaze over your left shoulder. And back through center to the other side. And then come back through center and a big hug. Gratitude for showing up this morning. Gratitude for all that your body does for you. And gratitude and knowing that everything is working out. And draw a big breath here in. Exhale. exhale, soften everything. We're gonna do that one more time, and as you inhale, squeeze all your muscles. Draw it in tight as you can, every muscle working. And then exhale, release all your muscles and make your way to your Shavasana.
Oops. Thank you. Bye.
And start to come back. Come back to your normal breath. Circling out your wrists and your ankles, fingers and toes, head side to side. And then make your way to your right. Pressing up into a seat with your hands at your heart center. Thumb knuckles pressed into your third eye, so your place of intuition right here. And trusting that everything is the way it should be. So may you all be safe, happy, healthy, and may you all love with ease. Namaste.